Really, really do. And you got to remember, when you get up there in age, I mean, when you go down like that, there's a lot of collateral damage that could potentially come with that. And I think that a lot of times, just imagine seeing yourself going up against somebody older or whatever. We've seen it with people in the streets. We've seen it everywhere. You're suddenly in front of somebody, you're like, this person's old.
Right.
This ain't even right. I'm not going to do this.
Manny Pacquiao could defy it. 46 years old. He fought Ugas like 3-4 years ago. And after the fight looked horrible. He should not have been in the ring. He came out all lumped up. His wife was feeding him soup.
Manny Pacquiao's choice to resume boxing at the age of 46 has drawn harsh criticism from StephenASmith, who believes he should remain retired. He voiced his disgust and described the fight as disgraceful for both Pacquiao and boxing as a whole. He and the fans both believe that boxing is worthy of more than these return bouts. He feels that rather than seeking needless gains, legends ought to preserve their heritage.
Every word I just said. I truly am embarrassed for the sport of boxing, because I love boxing. Loved it since I was a kid. But the sport deserves better.
The announcement that Manny Pacquiao would be fighting Mario Barrios again has caused a lot of boxing fans to react badly. Online users generally agree that this contest is illogical from a competitive perspective. People think this has nothing to do with legacy or athletics. There are no genuine stakes or championship significance. It's just another money-making event. Viewers are describing it as disappointing and claiming that rather than spectacle battles, fans should be treated to genuine, important contests.
This whole shit with Pacquiao and Barrios, man. Mauricio just want those little sanctioning fees, man. That's all it is. They just want a little sanctioning fees off that Pacquiao purse. I'm not with it. I don't think it's cool. You know, there's other people that kind of deserve that a little better. I personally wanted Boots and Barrios to clash. We know he got a fight on the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just stupid. I don't see the fucking point in that fight at all. I mean, if it happens, it happens. At the end of the day, he was a generational talent. I think it'll be an entertaining fight because Barrios is there to fight, you know, but I'm gonna have to edge the younger guy, you know what I mean?
The fight's promoters portray it as an emotional complete circle, claiming that Pacquiao only wants to retire as a WBC champion because it was the first championship he ever won in his career. Critics, however, believe that this is really a flimsy pretext for a comeback that jeopardizes his legacy and health.
Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Fans feel protective about Pacquiao's reputation as a Hall of Fame inductee. Many of his lifelong admirers are angry at the prospect of him competing again at age 46, and his name evokes memories of glory. Respect is the source of the emotional reaction. People recall his heyday and believe that another battle, particularly against someone like Barrios, would only jeopardize his legacy.
Bro, I'm sitting here chilling, right? Chilling with Miss KO, about to go grab some lunch, and my homie L-Dub texts me, and he let me know some crazy shit, bro. Manny Pacquiao is trying to come back to boxing, and he want to fight Mario Barrios for the 147-pound WBC welterweight title of the world. Manny, 8th division champion, bro. Hall of Fame fighter. Great memories of watching you fight. Sit your old ass down somewhere, man, and chill with your wife, bro. Go be senator, bro. Just because you didn't win president, don't mean you can't run again and maybe try to win the next time, dog. We not trying to see you back in the boxing ring at all. Ugas beat your ass in 2021. Barrios beat Ugas' ass in 2023. What the fuck do you think Barrios gonna do to you right now, bro? Sit down, Manny. Shit.
Joe Rogan once praised Manny Pacquiao as one of the most incredible world champions in the history of the sport. He emphasized how Pacquiao defeated Keith Thurman at the age of 40, something that most people believed was not feasible. That fight added to his legend, proving his greatness well into his later years, but that was 5 years ago, and fans argue that time has caught up to him. He no longer looks like the fighter who shocked Thurman.
You know, and
seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
It's fucking crazy.
Didn't he?
And he fought in spurts. Both of them fought in spurts. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end.
Tim Bradley, a boxing pundit and former opponent, has frequently stated that Pacquiao provided the sport with memorable events, including his bouts with Juan Manuel Marquez and his triumphs in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao has an unrivaled resume. Bradley stressed that every battle he currently engages in just increases danger without benefit, and that his career is already established in history.
What are your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao getting inducted?
Come on, it's a no-brainer, bro. Manny Pacquiao, no-brainer.
What did he do for the sport of boxing?
Everything. What did he not do? Fought the best guys, traveled up weight classes, definition of pound for pound. You know, he gave us memory after memory after memory. You know, he fought the toughest and stiffest competition,
including yourself.
You know? I mean, come on, bro. Manny Pacquiao, and he fought him when he was like older too. You know what I mean? This dude don't duck, no smoke, bro. But that's the old school way of boxing. You don't have guys like that nowadays, man. So Manny Pacquiao definitely gonna be missed. Still today, Manny was fight, man. Boxing would be in a different place right now. If Manny came right now, bro, oh my God, it'd be ridiculous. But we looking for somebody here in America, bro. To be honest with you, somebody here in America to take over the game, bro. Yep. You know what I mean? All right.
Romero recently called Pacquiao one of the best boxers of all time and expressed surprise that he wasn't put into the Hall of Fame sooner. He pointed out that Pacquiao remains the only boxer to have won titles in 8 different divisions. Romero's comments reflect the respect Pacquiao commands among active fighters, which makes it even more confusing why the legend feels the need to fight again.
Pacquiao is not inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet. What does he mean to the sport of boxing?
No, wait. Y'all just got me fucked up. Wait. The one
in Minnesota.
An 8th division champion, not inducted to the Hall of Fame. So, well, I mean, obviously now he's about to be, but...
What did he mean to the sport of boxing? What did he mean to you? Is there something memorable about Manny that stands out in your mind when his name's brought up?
No, because you know, when Manny was like knocking out all those people crazy and all that stuff, you know, I wasn't in boxing at the time, you know, so, but like I said, I mean, I do remember him fighting Broner. That was January 19th, 2019. I remember when he fought Keith Thurman. That was on July 20th, 2019. We fought
With his fervent opinions, StephenASmith has been outspoken regarding Pacquiao's comeback. He thinks Pacquiao has accomplished enough and shouldn't jeopardize his image. Smith cautioned that he may harm his reputation if he fought past his peak. Many experts concur that Pacquiao should stay retired and allow his brilliance to remain uncontested, so he's not alone.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude.
After retiring in 2021, Pacquiao turned his attention to politics and entered the Philippine presidential election. Despite losing the election, he has continued to be involved in public service and charity endeavors. Given that most people thought he had permanently left the boxing ring, his comeback feels strange and out of place. Fans are wondering why. He's returning now after appreciating his post-boxing career.
2015, remember that one. Pacquiao is now planning to run for president in his native Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, Skip, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I don't believe, I feel very comfortable and said, I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita, Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather. Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year. First ballot Hall of Fame. He's great. He fought everybody.
Manny Pacquiao was considered the greatest of his generation, possibly the greatest of all time, for many years. His heart, quickness, and fighting spirit gained him admirers all around the world. When he retired, many believed his legacy was complete.
Thank you to Manny Pacquiao. Unbelievable career that we may never have a career like that again. I want you to take with you when it comes to Manny Pacquiao is moments. By taking themselves out of a comfort zone, challenging themselves. And Manny Pacquiao is a dinosaur when it last of a dying breed. We're not going to see too many fighters like this ever again. And Pacquiao is going to be the type of fighter that we tell our kids about. Pacquiao has 20 wins, greater than some of your favorite fighters' best win. Manny Pacquiao has 3 Hall of Fame careers in one, winning legit titles in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao's legacy will age better and better and better. Times go on and on and on. A fighter like Floyd Mayweather, I think his legacy will diminish a little bit. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all time.
Pacquiao is not the lone target of the criticism. Mario Barrios is also under criticism. Critics argue that he ought to concentrate on opponents who are within his age range, rather than one who is nearly 2 decades old.
Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao are in talks for the WBC welterweight title fight. They want to do it in Vegas. Pacquiao is 45 and hasn't competed since August 2021 in a decision loss. Mario Barrios is definitely trying to stat pad at this point. In a stacked welterweight division, you can fight Crawford. If you don't want to fight someone who's coming off a W, fight Spence Jr. Go fight Jaron or Stanius, Fight one of the top 4 fighters. You're ranked top 5 and you want to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's stat padding. That shouldn't even count as a win. And I love Manny Pacquiao, but I mean, in his prime, he would definitely beat Mario Barrios, but it's past his prime. Hasn't fought in 3 years. Is 45 years old. It's time to hang it up, bud. I will say, though, if he somehow miracle pulls it off, it'll be the greatest win, I think, in my opinion.
Pac-Man comeback? What's going on? Manny Pacquiao is coming back for another fight against Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship, I believe. Is that something, or it's just
I don't know.
Tabloids?
I don't know. I keep laughing about the stat fight. I don't know. I don't know if they exist. I don't know where the money would come from.
Who's paying the Pacquiao tax?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it just seems the guy's almost 50 years old. I mean, come on. Was he 46, 47 years old?
Could he beat Barrios?
No. Can't beat anybody.
Some supporters even wonder if Barrios is being disrespectful by accepting this mismatch, claiming that he is taking the easy route rather than establishing himself against legitimate opponents in his category.
It's a good fight for Barrios,
Big payday, big fight, but can he win? Or is it Pacquiao?
than that version of Ugas that he beat? No, he's 46. He's 46. Who did he lose to?
You're starting to sound more and more like
who did Pacquiao lose to?
Teddy Atlas.
Who did he lose to in his last fight? Pacquiao.
Pacquiao lost to Ugas.
How did he look coming out of that fight? Did you see his wife having to fucking feed him soup?
I don't remember that part.
She was feeding him soup.
I don't remember that fight.
He lost. Exactly. He was fucked up.
So that means
how long ago was that? Like 4 years ago?
So if he pulls this off, it means even more.
He should not be in the ring.
I think it was 3-4 years.
That was like 3.
A lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing, goes at that point.